It's minus 35 outside. What's up, everyone? I hope you had an amazing 2021. Today is the last day of the year, December 31st, New Year's Eve. Now you might be wondering, why are we painting today when it is minus 35 outside? Well, today is a good day for painting. Partly because it's going to be indoors in a beautiful, nice, warm, new Parkade. But also partly because we're kind of like a week and a half late doing this job. Oops. The snow here is insane. Like, we have so much snow, and obviously we're in the snow removal business in the winter too. It's our first real year doing snow removal. We did a little bit last year. But anyways, we had such a quiet November, man. Like, there was so little snow, which was good for us. Got our feet, got our feet wet, got our bearings with the equipment. We had some equipment issues. But then all of a sudden last week, right before Christmas, it opened up. And like, we'll show you guys in a second here just how much snow we have. It's insane. So we had a 14-inch snowstorm last week, and then some more snow on the weekend, and we've just been like go, trying to keep up with all this snow. Well, anyways, we have this one Parkade painting job that they have patiently been waiting for, and well, to be totally frank, this is the last possible day to do it. They need their occupancy permit today. And part of getting your occupancy permit here for a brand new building, such as a residential apartment, is you need to have painted parking spaces for your tenants. So, Saturday is tomorrow, January 1st. The first batch of people are moving into their brand new apartment suites. Congratulations to you guys. So basically, if we don't go, that whole thing gets canceled and nobody can move in. As silly as that sounds, you need to have painted parking stalls for tenants. So today's the day. I'm flying solo because our snow crew has been absolutely obliterated by insane weather. We've lost a couple people in the company. We've got some people sick. So it's kind of a throwback to the good old days for me. I don't do much painting anymore. But it's probably a good thing. I can get the rust shaken off and a nice warm Parkade. It's an easy one. 40, 50 stalls, just a couple of handicap markings. Parkades are nice because they are supported generally by concrete columns that are spaced very, very accurately, usually to within a quarter of an inch. So the parking stalls are usually pretty easy to lay out. We're going to use, or we say me, I'm going to use the auto layout to space out this 40 or 50 stalls in between these columns. Throw down a couple of handicap markings. And we're going to have ourselves an occupancy permit for this awesome client by the end of the day. Let's get it on. Alright, let there be light. Look at that fancy automatic lights. So I see we got a nice little gift here that we'll have to move around. We'll we won't complain about that today. This is their last day, so they're under a little bit of stress. A couple stalls there. And you know what the great thing about this job is? This concrete relief joint, which spans on the center of the columns, is the perfect start mark for all the parking stalls. So I don't even need to snap a chalk line today. Today is going to be starting in on one side, using auto layout, centering all these stalls, and then striping them a beautiful yellow. Kind of excited, guys. I haven't been painting in a long time, especially not by myself. But it's kind of nice today on a nice warm Parkade, so let's go for a ride. Pretty happy with the way everything's set up now. Lots of checking and double checking, making sure the dot is good, that the long laser is good, that cable tension's okay. Worst thing you want is cable tension messed up, either on your squeeze trigger or your auto gun. If you squeeze, if your gun stays on with either of those, you're gonna have a long mess on some brand new concrete, which is no good. So now we're gonna check the laser for center by lining it up on some concrete slabs. Alright, so we took the measurements. We got a total of 120, what is that? 128.414 feet. And we got 15 stalls here, which means our stall widths in this Parkade are 8.5, just a hair over. So, huge time saver doing this with Graco and auto layout. I got my little drawing here on my phone. So now that I've got the stall measurements, I just basically need to take measurements of all these stalls in between the columns and then let the machine do the rest with auto layout. I'm going to get away with my oopsie of doing that line first. I'm going to really extend this gun out a lot more. Hopefully I got enough in it. Barely enough in this supplemental bar. So what that does now is now I'm lined up on my 2 marks where I need to be. However, because I extended it, when I drive over, I'm actually going to clear the wet paint that I just laid in between my 2 tires. It's going to be close, but look at that. By extending that gun out, cheating so you don't have to come back and wait 20 minutes for it to dry. now I just have to ride my tire. Just have to ride the tire right beside that wet paint mark. Right, this thing about painting, I tell all our guys this all the time, is there's no mistake that you can make that is not fixable. You know, if you dumped a whole pail of paint on the ground, it's still fixable. But those little mistakes take time. When you're by yourself on New Year's Eve and you're tired, it can be a mental grind. That's okay. Tired, but we'll fix it, we'll make it right, because that's what we're all about at Laser. We stand by our work. We always want our work to look good. So little mistakes like that, like a line coming up a little bit short and excess paint, easy to fix up. We'll do it every time. Be nice if there was somebody here helping me, because that's what a helper could do while you're working, is do that. But no complaints today. It's New Year's. I'm happy. Let's finish this off. Try and find Mr. Steve here. Give him his key fob back. I don't know. Steve! Steve! No Steve. One more room to try. If not, it's fine. We'll leave it in his job trailer. Nope. 2 more rooms to try. What is this? Is this like the prison room? Oh, elevator. There you go. Almost there, baby. Almost there. Woo. Because I'm running a gas machine, it's dumping a ton of fresh air in here, which is great, so I don't die. But it's also minus 25 outside, and that cold air doesn't feel good. Oh, next slide. Goodness. Found the murder weapon. So that pretty much does it. Everything's fixed up. Got the last line done. But now I've got this other problem dawning on me as I bring the little bit of stuff that I brought up here. I really didn't bring much because it's minus 25 outside and I wanted to get in. But I'm sensing an issue, which is the grade of this ramp. She is steep. And I'm hoping it's gonna lug my butt up once I hook up this driver, because there's no way I'm pushing this line driver attachment up this ramp. So I'm gonna show you guys something cool about the line driver attachment that you may not know, called the bypass valve. Let's have a look. Okay, so guys, on your line driver here, you have this little valve back here. And it's this knobby, wobbly thing. That's a technical term. I'm very tired. So this is called your bypass valve, and you can alter it to basically the 4 o'clock position or straight up. Oh, sorry, it does go all this way, yeah. So now I'm actually closing it open this way. So basically, by altering this valve, which you don't want to do as wider than that, just do little turns, it's going to actually either restrict or enable more flow of the hydraulics. And so in this position, this one here is the max position, so it will go as fast as possible. So your machine will be insanely responsive. A little touch on the gas pedal and you will start flying. You let off the gas pedal and you'll instantly stop. Basically, when they come from factory, that's how they operate. But over time what can happen is they slowly start to adjust themselves a little bit, that valve will close. But actually I intentionally do that when I'm down in an environment like this in a Parkade, because it's a little more nip tuck, you know, you don't want to slam into walls and stuff. So I actually restrict that valve a little bit to make it slower. So to get up this ramp so that I don't have to like tow this driver up, I'm going to open that valve back up. Little tech tip for you guys on that, and if you ever notice that your driver's acting a little bit slow, there's a good chance that it is that. Just like that, the last job of the year. It's the last day of the year, so it's going to be the last job of the year.